The same thing.
Sorry.
So I'm thinking about murdering my mom. Yeah, so this is going to be a fun set based on everything that's been going on today with some of the people who are here from Tennessee. So, yeah, I have ADHD. I am also neurodivergent, so it should not come as a shock to you that I have a new job where I will be driving a train. And if anybody wants to know, for the train that just passed by, I had 38 cars after 2 engines that said Pan American on the front of them. So, oh boy. And it gets me into trouble because I interpret things literally. I'm getting much better at shutting my damn mouth, but sometimes it gets me in trouble. And, sir from Tennessee, I do want to apologize because we are going to talk about the South. Oh boy. So, I was in Greensboro, North Carolina, my recent job, and we were driving to the work site. And we were listening to the radio, the morning radio, the 2 DJs were talking. They were talking about new Southern phrases that should be in the lexicon. Now, we've all heard of the Southern phrase, bless your heart, things like that. Now, he's heard of it. And so somebody calls in, this gentleman had a very, very thick Southern accent. He said, well, I like the one where my mama always told me that if you got egg on your face, you might as well let it cook. 2 DJs on the radio station, they went wild. They loved it. My coworker, he thought it was awesome. Now, mind you, I'm driving. I turned to my coworker and said, that's fucking stupid, and I'm going to tell you why. I've never seen a look of horror on somebody's face before in my life. And I said to him, I can't cook on the face because the normal body temperature of an adult human being is anywhere between 95.9 degrees Fahrenheit as well as 97.1 degrees Fahrenheit. You need to have 106 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 to 5 minutes to cook the egg properly. So if the human body is 160 degrees, you've got bigger problems of having egg on your face because you're going to die. And another fact of the matter is now you've got warm egg on your face that's running down the side of your face, possibly getting into your mouth, which could give you salmonella poisoning, which could also lead to hospitalization, pain, and or death. He asked me nicely to pay attention and keep driving and keep my eyes on the road. So that was a fun letter I had to write to Human Resources. But it gets worse. It does get worse. I have a friend of mine who likes to say stupid things when he leaves a group. He likes to say things like, well, I'm off like a prom dress. All right, fine. People say, oh, that's stupid. The girl's like, you're a pig. The usual. I looked at him and I said, that's fine. And then he said, well, you know what? I'm going to bounce like titties on a roller coaster. I was like, that's retarded. I can say that now because I've been diagnosed. It's my word. Those are my people, not yours. So I looked at him and said, that's stupid. Titties bouncing on a roller coaster? That means that there are engineers out there who made a roller coaster that just goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Ladies, does that sound comfortable? No, that does not sound comfortable, and this is why. Because if you build a roller coaster like that, then the breast tissue, which is not secured or tethered to the human body, is going to be subject to terrible trauma. Additionally, you don't understand what G-forces are. So when you go down the loop and you go up the loop, the titties go down, the titties come up. When you go to the left, they get pushed to the right. When you go to the right, they get pushed to the left. The only time that your titties might remotely bounce is when you're going through the corkscrew, and the normal undulation of the G-forces that are applied to the human body just make them go in a rotating fashion similar to a basketball. Thank you. Thank you. I was told to get the fuck out after that. So I really like to watch like those videos like on YouTube. I like to watch the ones that are on TikTok, things like that, because it keeps me quiet. When I'm quiet, my mom is happy, my dad is happy, my friends are happy, my coworkers are happy, my employer's happy, my social worker's happy, my lawyer's happy, so is the judge and the jury. So I came across this one. I like the ones that are like life-saving tips. Like if you get impaled, I hope this doesn't happen to anybody, but if you do get impaled or stabbed, do not pull it out because you could cause further trauma, you could bleed out. Don't do that. If you're in a strange neighborhood, keep walking forward, look straight ahead, look like you own the joint because you don't want to look like a victim. These are perfectly good, sensible tips, correct? Well, then there's the other one that came across my news feed when I was watching it that said if you are stranded in the Arctic and you come across the liver of a polar bear, do not eat it, because you could die of vitamin A overdose. Now, most people will be like, well, that's good to know. Not my fucking head. Oh, no. Because the first thing that popped in my head was, what piss poor life decisions did I make to where I'm stranded in the fucking Arctic? Like, who do I owe money to? Like, that's a lot of money. Stranded does not make you feel comfortable or cozy. Like, I'm stranded on an island because my plane crashed. I'm stranded in the Amazon because, the plane crashed, whatever. So then I keep thinking about it. 1 minute. I keep thinking about it. I'm like, well, there's another big problem that we have here. Anyone? No? Okay, here we go. Where the fuck is the rest of the bear? I don't know if you've noticed, but a polar bear is about 12 to 15 feet when it's standing on its hind legs, weighs close to 2,000 pounds. It is an apex predator that can smell a seal through 3 feet of ice. It's actually been said that if you see a polar bear in its natural habitat and you do not have a high-powered firearm, a means of escape, as well as a shelter, it's over. You're done. So you mean to tell me that I've got a polar bear's liver here, surgically removed, the rest of the fucking bear is disturbed, and it just disappeared, and I've got to worry about, no, I'm not worried about the bear. What creature from hell is surgically removing the livers from polar bears? And we are in July, it is going to get cooler, and it's going to be winter soon, so now I'm afraid of winter, because I'm like, does this thing fucking migrate? Am I going to be walking to my mailbox one day and well, there's my liver, you know, all there on the floor for everybody to see. So, yeah, I apologize for insulting the South, and thank you very much, sir, for not carrying your firearm with you tonight. I appreciate it. My name is Chris Miller, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.
Chris Miller, everybody give it up for him one more time. Hell yeah, your next comedian is become quite the regular at these. He usually hits me up to tell me that he's coming as soon as I post the thing.